I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across this video of Ben Bader. I feel like most of you don't know who it is. It's basically a successful make money online guy. He was, I don't know, he's probably making close to $1 million a month. And he recently passed away. And the video was just this feel good, it's not motivational, it's a feel good video. And on the background it was one of Ben Bader's videos. He was speaking about how you should chase fulfillment instead of happiness. And I'm gonna be completely honest, the only reason I'm sitting here talking to you right now, making this video, is because I got a small sudden rush of inspiration. I was literally on this bed right here, brain rotting, but I got hit in my feels and decided to stop my monkey brain and just make a video. So this video is for you, Ben Bader. May you rest in peace. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. In that video, I don't even remember what Ben Bader was saying. So I'm just going to make a video without thinking about it, because probably this is what Ben Bader would have wanted me to do. I'm going to make the video on should you chase happiness or fulfillment. No script, here we go. Most people, probably what I like to call normies, chase happiness. If you're the type of person that clicked on a video like this, you probably think you should chase fulfillment because happiness is just an emotion. I think we can agree there. I could literally end the video right here. But why not let's have a conversation and elaborate on these topics. Let's define both terms. What is happiness to me? I define happiness as... I don't know if I should define it as like chemicals in my body, dopamine and serotonin, or some weird mix. Let me just say positive feelings. Is that a fair definition of happiness? Sure. And now let's define fulfillment. I think the closest definition of fulfillment I can think of, at least at the top of my head, is satisfaction. So happiness means positive emotions and fulfillment means satisfaction. Now, a lot of you guys will disagree with those opinions, with those definitions. So, based on those definitions, why do I immediately say we should seek fulfillment instead of happiness? Why should we seek satisfaction instead of happiness, instead of good feelings? Now that I've said it out loud, satisfaction doesn't sound as good as fulfillment, but I think in terms of definitions, it is pretty often. The thing is that when humans, me and you, talk about fulfillment, we generally mean a mix of satisfaction, purpose, hard work, and necessary, worthwhile suffering, right? And I really can't think of a counter argument to why you shouldn't want to seek that. I feel like me and you, we've heard all the advice by now before, and I feel like I'm just trying to elaborate on things that are pretty simple. They're not simple to normies, because normies, when I say normies, I mean the average person, someone that doesn't watch self-development content. We're not better than them. I think we've just been programmed a different way. We've had different life experiences. We had a different recommended feed on YouTube, or our parents said something when we were 8 or 12 or 14, and we went down a different path. Well, like I was saying, these normies, which by the way, we're not really better than, they live life on autopilot. They've got whatever they need to do. Maybe they're lazy. Maybe they're addicted to content. Maybe you're addicted to content, short form. Maybe they're making excuses. Maybe they don't think they should change. Maybe they're lying to themselves, not because they're horrible liars. If they're lying to themselves and making excuses for why they can't make their life better, it's probably just a defense mechanism. They most likely, at least subconsciously, at least deep down, know that in order to have a good life, you probably need to eat well, work hard, get good sleep, be nice to people. But their ego just makes them the ego protect itself. And the ego isn't a bad thing. I came up with this definition the other day of the ego. And by the way, this definition, I don't want to really claim that I came up with it because I could just be repeating what I heard somewhere and I just don't remember where I heard it from. The ego is just a homeostasis mechanism within the body. All it does is try to get you back to maintenance. I don't know if you guys remember biology class what homeostasis was. It was just what the body does to maintain everything balanced. Like if you're in Antarctica and it gets really cold, your body uses mechanisms, real physical mechanisms inside to keep your body warm and to keep it at maintenance. I think what the ego does is it's probably a very physical thing. There's probably actual body mechanisms and neurons and transmitters and chemicals and hormones that perceive some type of threat to some type of identity. And identity, when I say identity, I don't know if it's probably mental. There's probably neurons that make up your identity some way, somehow. But I believe the ego identifies a threat to you, to your identity, to your belief system, and tries to calm it down. And the way it does it is through defensiveness. So it's like people literally can't choose not to be defensive. And I think every video I make, I always think about the topic of free will. I'll just tell you right now, I don't believe in free will. I don't believe people can choose not to be defensive. I guess, hold on. They can choose to not be defensive, but it's like completely caused, and it wasn't really a completely free decision. It's a whole different topic. Most of you disagree, but it's okay. I don't really have any takeaways from this video. Rest in peace, Ben Bader, and yeah, at the end of the day, happiness is usually just fleeting emotions and fulfillment. Life satisfaction is good. The only thing you have to watch out for is that if you can be satisfied, but being comfortable ultimately leads you to not be satisfied long term. So satisfaction is good. It's just dangerous because it leads to comfort. And I honestly, that's probably the bad part about fulfillment. If you define fulfillment as pretty much a satisfaction, if you're fulfilled, you're probably going to get comfortable too. So life, there's always, don't be so strict with your beliefs. If you hear a normie saying, I just want to be happy, and you want to tell him, no, bro, don't chase happiness, it's chase fulfillment. Fulfillment, there's probably some way you can argue against chasing fulfillment too. But I don't know, I'm not making this video to disagree with Ben. I guess I kind of agree. But I don't know, who am I to know? God bless you. If you believe in God, then you already believe in... If you believe in love, then you already believe in God. But who am I to know? Bye.